Hey there, buddy. Steel Haze Ortus is interesting to build. I mean, I used mostly 00 parts, because I believe the designer for Steel Haze Ortus made several 00 suits, but not Exia. But I used, Exia and Quanta parts because they fit better. And the Barbados head because it fits. That said, making a 1-to-1, not recommended. 4 weapons is a whole lot in Armored Core. It is not enough in Gundam Breaker. So that said, I'm gonna go swap this out, but I do like how it turned out. Like, coloration and weapon set. It's definitely not the most functional. But I've made a lot of different builds. Where did I leave off in my list anyway? Where did I leave off? Either way, I know these next few are new. I made my tank for the robot game. I actually never need to stop shooting. I never need to use melee, which is great. So, I enjoy this thing. I did get some SD parts with my friend. He's slightly further ahead, and so he unlocked some quest missions that let you collect SD parts. So I have my Endu here, who's more knightly, and then I slapped on the, what is this? This is the Red Frame Kai backpack. Because it's cool and it looks good. I remade an old one of mine, but instead of being the Gym Rogue that it was before, it's now the GN Rogue because I used more 00 parts. And I like the way this turned out. Now, I like the Trickeros Kai here on the Stray Gold frame. It's a bit big, but the main thing is it has Mirage Colloid, so I can stealth. It's a cool weapon overall. It's kind of big for what's supposed to be a stealth unit, but I mean, it's from a stealth unit, so what are you gonna do? Eclair here is a super annoying shock build. You have Halberd to throw for a stun. You have Psycho Jammers for stun. You have Saber Throw on the Exia arm for stun. You have Vespers on the legs for stun. You have Rose Screamer and Rose Hurricane for stun. You have... what is it? Flash Grenade on the head, and Chest Diffused Beam Cannon, which is like a close range stun. Oh, and Tail for grapples, so you can be stunned. So, oh, and Arbiter as Awakening to slow them down, to make it easier to stun. Yeah. Diamond Breaker is also a revamp of an old build I did. Basically, it's, I'm big, and I'm going to break you. And it does it very well. It is an interesting change, though, that they made the sword mace a greatsword now. As I think I've mentioned it before, but it used to be an axe. And the axe moveset worked very well. But with the changes to how greatswords works, it's fine. It is now less unique, though. I like that it had a unique moveset for an axe in GB3. Did I have Radiant before, or did I not finish it last time? I've definitely changed it up. However, you know what? I'll just show off what's going on here, because there are some things that I've managed to do. I should probably paste that screenshot I took, because after I finished recording last time, I realized I can now upgrade my stuff to rank 6, which is really cool. Because when you upgrade things to rank 6, here, let me paste it right here. Alright, me, remember to, throw that there instead of looking stupid. Yeah. So reading this, it says that I can now learn the moves. And so, I did that. As you can see, despite not having NTD anywhere on this body, I can use it. Despite not having a Master Gundam arm, I can use Darkness Finger. There are problems with this, however. First off, I don't like that you have to max out a weapon's or a part's rarity to learn the skills. That doesn't feel like you're mastering it, and yet they're called mastered skills. You'll notice I have several mastered skills here. But I don't like that, because I didn't master the skill. I can't even say I mastered it, but I mastered the part. In Gundam Breaker 3, when you got a part and you slapped it on, you could use its EX skill. When you use that skill enough, you master the skill, and you can use it on any build. It was super cool learning that if I used Shining Gundam's Shining Finger enough, I became familiar enough with it to use it on any build. That felt super cool to me. This feels a lot lamer, because I never had to use Master Gundam to get Darkness Finger. I simply had to pump plastic into it until it was considered good enough. It feels really lame. Not to mention, I mastered 3 skills at once with it. I got Darkness Finger, I got this one. I never remember how to not pronounce it, but it's not something I can rapidly spout off. No, I didn't get 3. No, yes I did, because I should have Sekiya Tenkyoken also mastered. So it's like, I never used any of those, and now I can use them. I don't feel like I mastered them. And, turns out it gets worse. So let's go into test mode. You'll note, I like playing around with, like, glowing parts. So I've managed to make my shoulders glow, and I threw a stabilizer through my Stargazer arm in order to, even it out. But see, here's the thing. Master Gundam, or Darkness Finger, is Master Gundam's right arm. If I use it, did you notice? I got a Phantom Master Gundam arm. So I don't even do Darkness Finger with the arm I have. I do it with a Phantom arm. With like a... what is this? Holographic wireframe arm. And not only that, it deleted my builder part. What? I don't know why they did this to mastery skills. Because this is way more effort than GB3. In GB3, if you had Shining Finger, if you had Darkness Finger, you simply did it with the hand that you had. You don't need to delete my arm, put on Master Gundam, and then return it without the builder's parts. Like, doing so means you have to store the model for Master Gundam's arm somewhere. I can only assume that this, A, minimally, slows down the game, because now there are more things it has to keep track of, and B, requires more effort to program in, instead of just saying, just do the Darkness Finger animation with whatever arm you have on. Why do you need to replace it? And because it deletes the arm to replace it with the holographic model, you lose your builder's parts. I'm sure they're still there. I don't think I have any functioning ones on there. But like, if I leave, it's not like it deletes it from the model, or from my build. It just forgets to load it back in because it didn't save the positioning. It just saved the base one. So like, it's just not there anymore. But here's the weirder part. It's not consistent. As I mentioned, I have NTD on the body. Normally I'd have Trans Am because this is the 00 Quanta body. But Mastered NTD doesn't replace the chest. Which, that's great. I'm happy that that works that way, because I would have hated to lose my chest for, like, a, Unicorn or Banshee chest that I didn't want to have equipped. I just want the transformation. But also, you'll notice my weapon disappeared. It's still here, but for whatever reason, it deloaded my sword when I did a skill with a part I didn't have. How did this get through? How did it bug like that? I'm currently not holding a weapon, but it registers I should have a weapon. Now, I would have probably liked to use a different trance. Here's another thing that's wholly unique to my situation here. First off, I used Super Dragoon back in GB3. Fine, I can't use that because it'll replace the backpack, which I could show off. Because I believe I went and mastered it too, just for the sake of checking it out. Yeah, there it is. So, see, take straight freedom backpack. Sure, that makes sense. But when I do this trance... my backpack is now gone and replaced with the Dragoons while it's going on. Which is terrible, because you'll notice I can't use my backpack beam sabers or my backpack armed armor DE because it currently doesn't exist. Why does the mastered skill interfere with my regular build? GB3, I could use Super Dragoon. It would spawn little energy dragoons, little spheres that just flew off on their own, and it wouldn't interfere with the rest of my build. In fact, I could do Super Dragoon and then use my armed armor DE. So, that sucks. Because if you swap out a part that has other abilities on it, you won't be able to use it for the duration. That's not normally a problem, because, you know, again, if I'm doing Darkness Finger, well, then I'm not really doing anything else with that arm until I'm done with Darkness Finger. I'm stuck in that animation. But trances are a whole different beast, because those are continuous. So you lose access to whatever part that is, be it the head if you're using, like, Alice, Hades, or, I'm forgetting the third one, Exam. A lot of backpacks, like the Double O's, or, in this case, Super Dragoon. If you use one of those from the backpack, you lose access to that. The chest, normally, not too bad. There's not too many powers that go on chests. But, you know, you will have a holographic torso while you're powered up, which doesn't really look good, considering the core of your robot really should be there. But here's the other... here's the personal problem I had. Armed Armor DE here. I love these things back in GB3. Whenever you activated trance, they would open up, you know, show off the psycho frame. That's what they do. And then when you're in trance, you can send them off to be funnels. You notice this says while NTD is active. It means NTD. It does not interact with any other trance. Also, it's bugged right now because it's not opened up. It's currently confused because you'll notice. Oh, look, there's the it replaced my torso when I'm using the actual. Because I used the mastered one. But yeah, you'll notice that these don't open up. They should. They do that. Notice the head on the Shining Gundam opened up because I'm transformed. I don't know why the backpack didn't open up this time. It's done it before. In fact, you can see the cycle frame peeking out because it should be transformed, right? See, it opened up slightly and it's confused. The cross animations are bugged. Hang on, let me... I can't believe I'm opening this up by complaining, but when you discover these things, I gotta complain. Choose the one that's on my body. Let's see if it works this time. Nope, still bugged. You can tell transformation is supposed to happen though, because again, it worked with the Shining Gundam head, and also the Stargazer arm changed the colors to what I set it to. But anyway, I'm tapping Armed Armor DE and it's not going off. They're not flying. I can hold it for the beam, so it still functions, but I cannot send them off as funnels despite being transformed. That said, again, for some reason, it's specifically locked to NTD, which is ridiculously limiting for no real reason. I don't know why it had to be NTD, especially because NTD is a trance that doesn't have any special effects. You just transform. Did I not equip it? What? What? I transammed. Did I choose transam and not NTD? It didn't keep it. What? What? Oh, because I selected the wrong one. Okay, I'm slightly stupid. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. There we go. Correct, done. I'm busy getting mad, so now I'm stumbling. But the backpack still didn't open up properly, you notice? For some reason. And this has no other effects, like parts just change. That's what NTD does. But they can now be sent off because NTD specifically is active. Which, I don't know why it needs to be NTD specifically. There's no need for it to be specific to a single trance. Especially the least impressive trance. Like, give me my after images, give me my glow, and let me have my funnels go around. Right? So, there's that. So I have to use NTD. At least it doesn't replace my chest. Although it does bug out the transformation, I guess. Watch, when I send these out, are they going to actually be open? I can't see them because they're flitting around too much. I think they're probably transformed because they're supposed to be, yeah. Yeah, you can see they're slightly open the way they're supposed to be. Where'd they go? Also, they fired once so far. This is almost over. They really screwed with... Look at this! They fired 3 times! They fired 3 times during the entire duration! How do you do this to funnels? Make them fire more frequently. Look at them flit around doing nothing for so long. 1, 2, and these are some of the stronger funnels too because of the beam. 3. Hello? 4. 5. Yeah? Yeah? No? 6. 6 shots, 3 each, over the entire duration. Why? Why? Do more, your funnels. That's 5 cost. Do more. Like, that was free. I had to charge it, but that was free. 1 heavy. 1 heavy. I can do 3 of those in rapid succession. I need to do that better because I have to time it. Oh, I landed that. Wasn't expecting to. Either way, I land 2 of those in faster time and deal, like, almost as much damage. Why'd you make funnels bad, guys? That just makes me really sad. I'm also mad that this is bugged out and not working. For the record, last time I tried this, the Shining Gundam head didn't transform, but the backpack did. So, I don't know. Either way, they messed with mastery skills and it's bad. So now I don't have any urge to create builds with any parts. I'm like, at least mentally, I'm forced to use parts that have abilities and make them look good. Because if I try to use skills with parts that aren't on the build and I have to use mastery skills, it's gonna disassemble my build. Right? Like, if I... Let me bring out Flaring Gundam. Like, if I don't have the Burning Gundam arm, which I wanted on this, then I would still end up using a Burning Gundam arm when I used Burning Finger. Because it would just replace it. That's so demoralizing in terms of customization. Because despite not wanting to use certain parts, I still end up having to use those parts in an uglier fashion. Holographic wireframe replacing my Gundam. It's like they're still trying to do the new Gundam Breaker thing of swap out your parts mid-battle. No, I want to use my build with the abilities I want. I can't replicate my old build because it gets disassembled mid-fight by using the skills I want to use. On my original build, not to mention the funnels, now that they're an EX skill, I functionally lose 1 of my original skill slots because they used to be an option. I used to have Wings of Light V2 can't run that because I'm down a slot. And if I did, it'd replace my backpack, which means I couldn't use my funnels anyway. I don't even know what would happen if my funnels were out. They'd probably actually lock me out of using my backpack skill because the backpack was in use or whatever. So I can't use Wings of Light. Darkness Finger ruins my right arm. Oh, that's poking through. That's embarrassing. Darkness Finger ruins my right arm. NTD apparently just doesn't work, and I can't use Super Dragoon. It bugs out the transformation. And it's bugged out right here. Look, the panels are open when they shouldn't be. Everything is broken. I was having fun with the game, and then I tried to play my way, and the game said no. The game gave me a hard no. So now I'm a little agitated. But yeah, I originally had Darkness Finger, Wings of Light, Super Dragoon, and... oh, yeah, there are no weapon skills. I don't have Slash Pierce, I don't have my Bullet Orbits, I don't have... well, I don't have Strike Stream for the Greatsword. All of that is gone now. And I kind of get it in that those were all moves that, weren't used by actual units. Those were special gamey moves that you can have for your weapons. But I am now missing part of my kit that I originally had because they decided not to reintroduce those. It feels like I've had stuff taken away, and it feels bad. And I don't like to feel bad, especially when I was feeling so good. But learning how to master parts and gain their skills opened up a whole can of, oh no, what did they do? They broke it. And I mean, I was already complaining about how some things already didn't work the same, and that they broke certain things. But turns out it's way more broken than I thought. At the very least, I hope they eventually introduce a way to turn off the hologram parts. Because, no. If I want to use Shining Finger with a bear guy arm, I better be grabbing that dude's face with a bear guy arm and not a ghostly Shining Gundam arm. Because that's what I came here to do. It worked like that in, as far as I know, all the previous games. I can't speak for 1 and 2. I can't, because I don't have them. And I feel like they're hard to come by. Plus, them being Japanese strictly is not an obstacle to me. But I just don't have them. But in 3, that's how it worked. Whatever arm I had is the arm I used. No need to replace it. That's extra effort on the developer's part. That is extra effort on the game's functioning part. Unnecessary. That was a change that should not have happened. Shame on them for doing that. Not cool. And I'm pretty sure everyone universally hates that. It's so dumb because it stops me from using my unit. It replaces parts. It should not. Anyway, let me take my arsenal out for a spin, because this one I loaded up with weapons, and I think it looks pretty cool. Once again, I'm using the Stray Gold Frame for arm, but I used the Blitz Gundam arm back in GB3 early on, and I quite liked it. The Trigger House is really cool. This is only kind of leveled. I'll be fine. Anyway, now that I'm done ranting for half an hour, I'm sorry, but I have feelings on these. Feelings and thoughts. And they are hurt. But let me get back to the actual game. Plus, I need to unlock more quests, because, not enough stuff here. It was cool fighting the Wound Ward here. Again, they spelled it wrong somehow. The new FF is cool. I don't really care about these. Having the Break Dios and Hyakushiki J, while also getting other, build fighter parts was pretty cool. Also, the build fighters and build divers guys are in here as well. I liked collecting all those. As you can see, I have everything but the full Build Strike. What am I missing from Build Strike? Anyway, yeah, I have stuff. But let's get to the story. Stars of Hope, invited by Mr. The two head out on mission. What is Mr. speculating? To who? Me and who else? Also, there's only one other member. My level 11 should be fine, right? You know what? I'm gonna quickly just level it up. I don't want to feel underleveled. I am sad right now that I couldn't put the double X backpack on because I don't have a double X backpack. And to craft it, I need Versago parts, and I don't have Versago parts. Oh yeah, you can see that by chapter 4, you're getting Enhanced 3, 4, and Parts Evolve 3 to enhance the rarity and levels. But also you can see I have a lot of Enhanced 2s, so we'll just spend those real quick. Actually, I have 3,000 Enhanced 3s, huh? I didn't realize I got that many. I guess I get Enhanced 3s from Chapter 4 missions as well. That's all I need, huh? Oh, wow. Those returns are incredible. I barely need anything there. I muscle memory straight to Enhanced 2. It's fine. I have plenty of them. I can spend them. There we go. Using the Arendite. It's an old favorite of mine. I like the way it looks. I had an idea. I never got around to actually building it. But to scratch build sort of transforming Arendite that would fold into a beam rifle. But I don't quite have the technical know-how to actually craft it. But I can blueprint it, so... Hello, mister. We're not always together, you know. But no, not this time. I don't know. Oh. Okay. She has her reasons, I'm sure. Now, assuming you're the real Mr. Who? There were several of us. Who, me? Is it you? Is it you? Because there was me, there was Misa, there was Will, and then I guess himself. Oh, okay. You sure? Oh, okay. Sure? I mean, I wouldn't say I'm laser focused. Have you seen all the builds I've made? I wouldn't call that laser. Unless it's like a diffusion laser, at which point, yes. You know, I know I'm using the Sea Gundam head, and while the V-fin is quite majestic, being huge and spiky, the middle part of the crest is so big, it's comical. Yes. Sure. I have no problem hanging out with you. That's like the opposite of what he said in Japanese. I'll go over my loadout? No. Mr. said, alright, let's get right to it. Literally, no delay, let's go. I know I get nitpicky about translation and accuracy, and it wouldn't be beneficial to have it be like 100% accurate. But I'm sitting here going, no, they're quite missing like the less specific nuances. Like, at most they're getting the emotion behind it, but not the meanings. And it really does bother me. It bothers me knowing what I know. Oh, we gotta defend the HLV? I didn't realize that's what this mission was. Let me get over there. I do like the X's dash. They managed to keep that. Rose! How to avoid sounding nosy? Too late. Where even are you, mister? Oh, is this officially where we get G Gundam suits? Because I basically got like most of them already, but I guess now we'll unlock them. Because I basically ground out most of the parts. Hi, Shining. Bye, Shining. Noble! I don't have noble parts. Oh, it's so weird how your hair moves. I understand that's how it normally is. Don't Vulcan me at point blank range. But it's so weird that the hair flows. It's a robot with metal hair. What do you mean it flows? Blasted. Saber throw. No, not saber throw. What is that? That's my beam boomerang on the shoulder. Oh, wow, that reaches. That beam boomerang has a much better range than I think in 3. God Gundam. Or Burning Gundam. It's funny, I grew up with Burning Gundam, but I still refer to it as God Gundam. I have no time to deal with Master right now. Burning Gundam is messing with... Okay, I swapped between both. I vastly prefer Bakunet's God Finger, though, to Burning Finger. They need to stop using Chokyuhao Denedan. Oh my god, they've eaten up the HLV so quickly. Can we stop Master Gundam? Oh, there he is. Yeah, taking 2 back-to-back EXs is not good for the health of the vehicle. Oh, he used Distant Crusher on me at point-blank range. I can do grapples at point-blank range, too. It doesn't work, it doesn't do anything, but it's weird. It's funny, I feel like I've made most of my builds very similar, where I have, like, a close-range palette and a long-range palette. It works out having a balance between both. Yeah, there we go. Where are we going? That's what I said. Alright, now that we're done with G Gundam, who's next? It's not gonna be Wing, is it? Wing is next chronologically in release, but... I mean, we're back at Jaburo. Ooh, Zeta! You sound like you're familiar. Of course. Oh, the heat rod didn't reach. Ah, he got a super armor back. Oh, I held it. I held it again. I actually don't like that the heat rod on the Epion shield is not a weapon. It's an auto combo. VO! Get over here, Sirocco. How do you miss? You didn't miss, actually. This tracking is so crazy how it does that. It looks so unnatural. Look at that! Look at that! That's so dumb! It shouldn't work like that! How is it they broke melee tracking and they turned up range tracking to unbelievable levels? Actually, let me hide. I don't need to hide anymore. I believe this has some defensive bonuses in addition to making so enemies don't lock on me. I just saw Barzum go by. There's Bound Dock. There's another Barzum. Bound Dock is new, but you're weird. What a weird choice to include, too. Methus still isn't even in the game, and I like the Methus. There we go. Oh, there's more of you. Oh, wait. Oh, you're Gustav Karl, aren't you? Yeah. Oh, hi, Xi. You are so huge and ugly. I don't know whether to hate you or, like, think you're really cool. I don't know. Wait, you got... Does that not stun anymore? So many things that used to stun don't stun anymore. I mean, it was kind of busted. But I used Lancer Dart. It should have stunned him. Unless it doesn't. Phoenix! I already have your backpack because I built it myself, but get over here. I need to break you. Oh, all of them. Was that an armed armor Banshee? I do want armed armor pieces, actually. Because I don't have any. Where are you going? Okay, what? They can track incredibly well when I'm dashing around them, but it won't track them when I fire? Really? Hang on, leave me alone. You see him stop, he's like, what happened? Where did he go? The AI doesn't know how to handle stealth. They're entirely focused on Mister. They have no idea where I'm at. Where I'm hanging out. Get over here. I'm not done with you. Ah, the super armor breaking out of it is super annoying. Oh, you're super dead. Wait, how did you repulse me? Did you block with what? You don't have a shield. You're armed armor Banshee. Just wait for you to come back down so I can wail on you. Where are we headed next? Who are we dealing with next? How do we go from Zeta without hitting double Zeta straight into Unicorn? And before that, we went into Hathaway. What a weird trio. See, did you make friends with the new kids on the block? I guess you're technically a new kid on the block, too. I guess they didn't want to do two Darabaldas again. Dude shows up like he's part of the group. Did you try to shoot missiles at me point blank and miss? Rip off your arm for that one. Spin! I can't believe I missed. That's a lie. I knew I'd miss, but still. It's really cool when I land that one. Like that. Yes! Love doing that slam down. It's so good. It's even better when it's a big enemy because you buzzsaw like the whole way down. Oh, I don't agree with that. Please die. Where's the aerial? What are you doing over here? Not you. The important one. What are you guys doing over here? How is it I grapple you and you can back away before I even hit you? How does that work? That has no range on it. Okay, Epion Shield is maybe not where it's at. Epion Shield has 0 range, 0 stagger. It's kind of terrible. Oh, I didn't get to use my Moonlight Cannon. Not Moonlight Cannon, oh god, what's it called again? Satellite Cannon. What do you mean you guys? It's just me. I may have a lot of money on levels now. Don't worry about it. Oh, the Fei Long flag. It's weird when it's not actually a flag and it's a spear. I don't remember Dragon Gundam using it like a spear, but I also won't complain. Master Cloth. Look at this piece of bubblegum. Everyone has their own unique beam saber now. Not complaining, but it is funny just how many there are. This thing is definitely unique. I don't know how it's a regular saber. It's clearly a twin blade. Beam Kunai is actually pretty cool. Oh, I didn't get the beam ribbon, did I? Nope. Nope. Noble Gundam didn't give it to me. Yeah, Gustav Karl rifle. Why does that look plainer than like the Jester rifle? Dark Army is so funny. They took Mono Eye and made it like an actual eye, which is unsettling. That is the noble head. The hair is so long. Who thought this was a good idea for a robot? G Gundam. That's what G Gundam does. That. Burning head. It's interesting that it has 4 Vulcans though. Master Gundam does not have Vulcans. The only long-range thing Master Gundam has is the Distant Crusher, which is its arms. It can fire off its arms as grapples, which honestly, super cool. And custom's cool. Ah, the Vulcan Pod Aug head and the Vulcan Pod Titan's head. Ooh. And the Barzum Vulcan Pod. I don't have the Vulcan Pod builder's part yet. I kind of really want it. Kind of need it for some of my builds. Actually, I think it's not even this Vulcan Pod. I forget what the Vulcan Pod... It might be a... Not a Jesta? It might be a Jagan Vulcan Pod as the builder part. Either way, I need it. Yeah, look at the middle crest part. Like, it's normally the forehead gem, and it's the mohawk now. It's a lot. It's funny. And Phoenix is just cool. Maybe even excessive. Shining body. I finally have one that's not level 1. Noble body. Gotta be Sailor Moon. Actually, I believe her original design is based off Sailor Venus. In the, alternate manga, I believe everyone gets, a second unit. Gundam Maxer gets, Gundam Max Revolver, where the shoulder boxing gloves are replaced with revolver cylinder gloves, which is yes, we in fact can make it more American, and I'm still mad we don't have Maxter in this game. Why don't we have Maxter in this game? Give us Maxter! How do you finally import a proper game to America and not give us the American? Barzum. Oh yeah, I didn't have a Barzum chest either. I think all the exclamation points are the new parts that I've gotten. Well, that's not true, because I haven't had Phoenix before. I think. Unless I made one. Huh, Phoenix and Banshee actually have the same sort of chest design, which is different from unicorns. Never actually noticed that. Rose, I've gotten a lot of Gundam Rose parts. I have a God Gundam part, so that's not new. The O actually doesn't have any abilities on. It's just a big arm. Hubile. It has the beam saber and beam... Yeah, right there. You can see it on the wrist. It shoots, and then it can be deployed as a saber. Barzum also has beam sabers. I don't know where they're stored. They might be in this wrist gauntlet, but I don't actually remember where it's stored. I gotta make use of this at some point, because it's got shields that are really cool. I gotta make a build with that. Rising Gundam arm with a beam bow. I didn't have a Rising Gundam Gunpla, but I did have like a American-made plastic toy of Rising Gundam. It was cool taking off the shoulder armor and turning it into a shield over the beam bow. Noble arm. I didn't get a noble right arm, did I? Noble right arm should have a burning finger, as opposed to Bakunetsu burning finger. Basically, it functions like shining finger, but fiery. Because there was that one time Noble Gundam used a tag team burning finger. Hold on, let me get out of this. I need a drink, badly. Don't sell it. Let me sit through the post cutscene first. Sure, I guess. I think I worked myself too much. My throat hurts. I gotta get a drink after this.
わざわざ時間をもらったのはミッション中にも少し触れたがリン君のことを話したくてね
Yep. I mean, we've been talking about it the whole time.
知っている通りリン君は優しくて頑張り屋でまっすぐな子だ
Hang on. Why do you talk like you know her? Like, when you first showed up, she had no idea who you were. Why do you talk like you've known her for years?
たまに付き合いにくいと思わせることがあるかもしれないがそれはリンが不器用なだけなんだ
See, you know her thoroughly. Why? How?
リアルの話になるのでここだけの秘密にしてほしいのだがリンは小さい頃に両親を亡くしてしまっていてね昔は元気いっぱいの活発な子だったんだが心を塞ぎがちになってしまったらしいんだ
No, you can't just tag that on. So, Mr. here tagged on at the end, Rashina, saying, so it seemed, or like, that seems to be the case. He got real familiar and then backed off at the last second. It is too late to pretend like you don't know her. I'm assuming you're not the real Mr. Gunpla anymore. But then who are you? Because you know Lynn personally, but she doesn't recognize you in this avatar. Why are you hiding yourself from her? Who are you?
そのせいか普段から笑顔も少なくてね学校でもあまりうまくいっていないらしくて家でも私とは
Yeah, you know her personally at home.
いやなんでもない私とリン君の家は関係ないぞ
Yeah, I'm sure. So no, we're not related. Too late. You slipped up.
感情を表に出すことが少ない子だったんだが GB4 を始めてから口数が増えてきてね昔のように笑顔を見せることも多くなってきたんだよ
I see. So she was saved by GB4. So, again, why are you hiding yourself if this is so important to her and you?
おそらく君たちのクランに参加したことがいい刺激になっているんじゃないかと思っているんだけれどねそれでも塞ぎがちだった期間が長かったせいか感情を素直に出せなかったり逆に直情的になることも多くてね特に親しい相手ほど素直になれないというかいやこれは思春期の女の子なら普通のことかもしれないね
Yeah, I mean, losing your family isn't exactly, hopefully, not a normal part of most people's lives. That's tragic. Awful.
だが優しい君ならリン君のことを受け止めてくれるはずだと私は信じている。この GB4 を通じてこれからもリン君にとっての良きパートナーでいてあげてくれ。頼んだよ。
It can wait. I'll wait for an explanation for later, but yeah. Almost slap him with the
今
trickeros.
日は長い時間ありがとう。また会おう。
See you around then. Familiar stranger. Who am I looking out to? There's like no one of important out there.
これが私たちの求めていた戦争だ。はい、どうも皆さん、 GB4 のアイドル、猫です。そしてお相手はやっぱりこの方、ミスター、お願いしますね。
よろしく。なんだか今日は燃えているね、レコ君。
はーい、そうなんです。今回お伝えするニュースはこちら。ついにこの時がやってきました。 GB4 の頂点を決める激動の大会、バトルトーナメントの開催が決定しました。
From one tournament to another. Who's in this picture right here? There's an Exia. There's a, I think that's Sinanju in the back. RX-78-2, Zaku-2, SD Night Gundam, and Wing Zero Endless Waltz.
おお、とうとう GB4 の頂点が決まる瞬間がやってきたんだね。
ミスターも私と同じくテンションが上がってますね。
I'm a little disappointed they didn't use randomized customs for this picture. They went with all straight builds. Feels a little boring.
当然だとも。みんなが最強の座を目指し全力を尽くす。これ以上に熱い戦いはないよ。私もガンプラバトルを愛する者としてぜひとも参加したいところだが、残念ながらすでに引退したび、今回はみんなの戦いを見守らせてもらうよ。
You could just unretire. I feel like that's not really a problem.
ただ全員が参加できるわけじゃないんです。皆さん参加したいところだとは思いますが、
なんと
特別な実績のあるクランやシードでエントリー権を得たクランなど参加できるのは選ばれし者たちのみ。
Oh, good. So we have to compete in order to compete. Yeah, that makes sense. That's how tournaments work.
悲しいけどこれがバトルトーナメントなんです。
I mean, yes. Also, these translations are all over the place. I'm not even going to address that.
でもご安心ください。
It's just not consistent.
選抜されたクランやプレイヤー以外にもチャンスは用意されています。
なるほど。そのチャンスをつかむのは一体どのクランなのか、目が離せなくなりそうだ。
詳細は近日公開予定です。こちらのニュースでお知らせしますので皆さん待っていてくださいね。それではお別れの時間となりました。また次回 GB4 ニュースでお会いしましょう。お相手は MC レコと
ミスターガンプラでした。それではバイバイ。
Bye bye.
締めは私に言わせてくださいよ。
Well, she got the last word anyway. God, they threw me over here still. Did you see the battle tournament notice? It's the final tournament of the beta. It decides the top team in the game when they launch. This could be our chance to put our skills to the test and really make a name for ourselves. Keep an eye out for any updates, okay? You got it. And Mista, thanks for listening. Playing with you reminds me of my old competition days. You're pretty darn good. Thanks again for listening to me about Lynn. She's a special girl, and I think she needs friends like you in her life right now. Remember what I said. If you're ever in trouble, just shoot me a message, and I'll be there. Just look for the afro. I will look for the afro. Now to the shop. Well, before the shop, I need hydration. Must have hydration. Hydration achieved. Now to shop.
いらっしゃいま
Another thing that I need to
せ。
add,
こちらになります。
a function to show me which things are new in this shop, because they just fill it in and it's like, all right, good luck. And they really shouldn't do it that way. Okay, I don't know why the build trick didn't have a star on. Oh, you know what? I think I know what it is. There's an associated builder part that I don't have, which is why I don't have a star saying I have all of the build strike parts, because I'm missing something. How do I not have burning legs? I believe there's an EX skill associated, and maybe even a burst skill. I think Bakunet's burning slash might be associated with the legs too. That's where the swords are. Destiny, I'm just missing the rifle. The rifle's not too important though. Dragon. I'm missing so much of the dragon, huh? Who else? You know, I forgot Full Armor Unicorn was just given to me. This was a huge DLC thing I had to pick up in GB3, and it's like, no, you'll get it before G Gundam. Who else is new? Is Master Gundam in here? It might be a bit far I reach Master Gundam. It's so... Why is Death Scythe Hell the only one fully capitalized? Why is it the only one stylized that way? It sticks out so bad. Did someone caps lock and, like, forget to uncaps lock? I have everything from Rose except for the saber. Gimme. It's the only one like that. It's so weird. It's just a weird little bit of inconsistency that's like, why is that there? I don't have the Jester Cannon legs. Give me all those grenades. I'm still looking for more SD parts. There's Master Gundam. I'm missing... See, you'll notice I'm missing the main body, but on the opposite end, there's another head and another leg. Because Funsaiki's in the game. Give me Funsaiki. Let me make a horse. Let me make the real Unicorn Gundam. I like how G Gundam came up with Unicorn before Unicorn did, right? G Gundam had the first, like, I think the first, like, super mode with transformations, like the Shining Gundam, the face opening up. And then later on, Unicorn does it, and it's like, oh, look, its panels open up. And I'm like, Shining Gundam did that. And it's like, oh, Unicorn. And it's like, we had Funsaiki. We've had both of those things in G Gundam. Unicorn's not that fancy. Noble. I'm missing the Noble leg. I apparently have one of the Noble arms. I don't know when that happened. But I'll take it. Phoenix. I'm missing that Phoenix legs. I'm surprised at how many of these I just have. Keyblade legs? No, those aren't. I don't think Keyblade legs have anything on them anyway. Is that all of them? I definitely have all of Shining Gundam because it doesn't come with a weapon and I've had all the parts already. Man, I have this box. I have this Gunpla. Where did I put that in the move? Actually, I have two. Because I built one, then I'm like, I'm going to customize another one. And then I had to move, so there was no time. I also need to get supplies. And now I also need to get time. Time is the real difficult part. Ear antenna. Who does this... Oh, this is Bound Dock. I'm like, who does this belong to? It does belong to Bound Dock. Anything else? Alright, yeah. Rose's rapier. Give me a thrusting saber moveset. That's it. Like, I still don't have Vulcan Pod. Where do I get Vulcan Pod? Because there's a couple things I want to throw that on. It's just a cool addition to have when the head doesn't come with a Vulcan. Anyway, next. I don't believe I used... I don't think I used Sarissa Blaster. Basically, it took my sort of super base grunt type unit and made a differently armed, somewhat heavier version. Basically, it's Jesta to Jesta cannon, but I use the F91 backpack for the cannon. This one plays a bit better. It's got at least some more skills, and Vespers are very cool. A little annoyed that Vespers are now an EX skill, but as long as they retain their stun, I guess that's fine. I would say Vespers kind of deserve the "you're too strong, be nerfed" treatment, but they were too much fun before.
ミッションカウンターです。
The 1% miracle. Oh, we're gonna have a miracle. Oh, SD Unicorn Night Unicorn Gundam. Yes, give me more SDs, please. All right, we're gonna get more SDs, and I'm gonna be super happy. The members take on a mission with their entry into the battle tournament on the line. The chances are 1 in 100. Will there be a miracle? 1 in 100 is super not huge. I mean, not huge. Listen, I played Fake Grand Order, okay? You have like a 0.0001% chance of getting a 5-star in that, and I've gotten plenty. My luck tends to be pretty good. Basically, I'm saying a 1% chance is not insurmountable. That's incredibly generous, if anything, right? If you've played any gacha, 1% is massive. Having a 1% chance to get anything is huge. Alright, let's get going. Oh, more news. Don't be the same news.
勝利の栄光を君に。皆さんこんにちは。GB4 のアイドルレコです。今回もミスターと一緒にホットなニュースをお送りします。
Oh, hot news, huh?
はいよろしく。今日もこうして君とご一緒できるとは、もしかして私たちは赤い運命の糸で結ばれているのかな？
Mister, I respect the hustle, but let's focus.
結ばれているのは出演契約だと思います。
Ouch. Oh, I felt that burn from here.
あんまり表に出さない方がいいワードが出てしまったね。
それでは早速ニュースに参りましょう。今回は前に予告した通り、バトルトーナメントについてです。
Yes, I need details to learn how to enter.
こちらのアイテムは本日0時から開放されている限定ミッションにてボス機体からドロップするものです。これこそがバトルトーナメント参加の鍵。これを入手することができれば参加資格を得られるのです。
This feels like it's just Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. But at the same time, Charlie still had a smaller rate of success, and he still did it, so I feel confident.
それだけなら簡単そうに聞こえるね。だけどそう甘くはないんだろう。
はーい。なんせドロップ率は超低確率。実力と運、両方が求められているのです。
Low drop rate, huh?
さらに参加枠は限られていますので、枠が埋まり次第終了となります。
すでにミッションは解放されているわけだし、これは時間との戦いになりそうだ。それでも最後の最後まで諦めずに戦う、みんなのファイターとしての魂を見せてくれ。
私も皆さんのチャレンジを応援しております。それではお時間がやってまいりました。皆さんまたお会いしましょう。
Oh, I'm sorry, Rekko. I didn't mean to skip you. Oh man, the three of us with F91 backpacks.
テストでもこんな大掛かりで凝った大会をするんだね。
Yeah, you know, you're not wrong. It's kind of strange when they run these huge events, and it's like, you know, the game like only mostly functions, right? There's still some bugs that are not great, but we're gonna host like an official tournament with like stakes.
ちゃうデイリン、ベータテストやからこそするんやで。
I guess. It's still weird.
だからこそ強いプレイヤーを決めるだけじゃないの？
Kinda?
さっきもリンが言うとったけど、このゲームはまだベータテストやろ。
I guess it functions as a stress test to see if it can handle all this.
ベータテストってのは本稼働させる前にいろんな情報が欲しくて行われるもんやね。
Yeah.
バグとかエラーとかその他もろもろな。特に GB4 はごっつい AI が運営してるから、あらゆるフィードバックを行ってるみたいで、情報収集が盛んやね。せやから。
Wait, GB4 runs on an administrative AI? How's that work?
つまりこのバトルトーナメントもその AI の情報収集のためってわけか。
That makes me a little bit apprehensive.
とこ取らんといてよ。
You did, but you know, we're just making sure we all understood. You do have something of, you know, a dialect.
でもそういうことやね。大会でいろんな状況を作っていろんな情報を AI が得ようとしてるんや。
いろんな情報って？
詳しくは分からんけど AI の学習のためにほんまに何でもフィードバックしてデータを分析してるらしいで。
Oh, they're gonna figure out how to balance and nerf weapons because they get overused. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just, you know, make things fun.
プレイヤーの感情まで読み取ってるなんて噂もあるくらいや。
Player emotions.
なるほど。そうして集めたデータを正式バージョンの開発に役立てるというわけですね。
Yes. She said nothing about tuning an instrument. She understood what balancing in a video game means.
ところでバトルトーナメント僕らも出てみいひん？
Well, then let's go do it.
出てみるって言ってもこれ確率きついんだろ。確かアイテムの排出率が100分の1だとか144分の1だとか何周でドロップするのやら。
I don't know. I'd say a 1 in 44 chance is still pretty high. And, you know, if you get it in 1 in 100, I'd say you're pretty masterful. The joke is gunpla grades. Master grade is units typically scaled to 1/100th scale, while high grades tend to be 1/144th scale. That's why it's a very specific, strange number right there. Though, I guess 1/144th is still an odd number to scale down to. I don't really know why they chose that. But, yeah, that's based on high grade and master grade scales. That said, that's not really low. I'm pretty sure Gundam Breaker Mobile had lower pull rates. And, like, that cost money to run. 1 in 100 or 1 in 144 just to run, like, a battle and get a drop? God, I had worse rates in Kankole. That's an old thing that I dropped a while ago. Did wonders for my mental health, to be honest. Kankole is bad for the heart. But yeah, no, those drop rates were awful. And I still got, at least when I quit, I had the entire library filled up. It's been like 5 years since then, so clearly that's not the case anymore. But, you know, I collected all the cons.
それに枠も埋まってきているようですね。今の放送で参加者もさらに増えそうですし。
So then we should all go do solo missions, right? Or do we need to do all the same mission? I don't know how this works.
やっぱ厳しいんかな。せっかくやし出てみたかったんやけど。
Why are you giving up right away, Tao? Where's your fighting spirit? Let's go.
私も出てみたい。
See? Ririn knows. Let's go.
リリン。
You know, it's funny. She said Ririn, but at the same time, it really does sound like, really?
今までだって何かあっても乗り越えて頑張ってきた。だから力を合わせて強く願えば思いは叶う。
You know, she threw in a bit about working hard and really wishing hard for it. But I guess we're not talking about making wishes anymore.
みんなを見てきて私はそう思った。だから頑張ろう。
Yes.
そうですね。 私も賛成いたします。
I need to know why your robot makes flesh clapping sounds. I don't like the way I phrased that, but it's true. Why did it sound like organic hands and not metal hands? Or at least plastic hands? Why do they use a stock clapping sound?
二人がそう言うなら俺もやるぜ。うちには勝利の女神が3人もいるし、他の奴らには負ける気がしねえな。絶対ドロップするぜ。
I'd like it if they joined in and fought too, though. They don't have to stay on the side. They have to be playing too.
もちろん私も賛成。
What do you mean, oh fine? She said of course. Oh fine sounds like she resigned, like she wasn't planning on doing it. Of course is of course. Why would you translate it as oh fine? She was always open to the idea.
そうと決まったら出発だね。絶対アイテムゲットしてやろう。
おお、みんなも同じ気持ちやったんやね。じゃあミッションに行くメンバーはリリンは確定として、あとは実力的に君かマシマかな。
Wow, once again, Rin getting the short end of the stick. Can she join in again at some point? Come on.
はい、私が行きたい。私もリリンと同じ気持ちだもん。
There we go.
そこまでやる気ならここは任せるでリン。ほんなら後の一枠は君に任せるわ。
Bye, Mashima. Sorry, he got kicked out again.
ありがとうタオ。二人とも頑張ろうね。
Oh my god, all three of us are running F91 backpacks.
えいえいおー。
Hey, hey, oh! Kind of surprised Mashima didn't say anything about being kicked off the team again, but it's fine. Not kicked off, but you know, taken off the roster. Dude got told to be a bench warmer again.